Hello.
Hey, what's up YouTube? More specifically, what's up Mr. ShadowOps31? So he's been asking a couple questions. Fair enough. And I've been making, I've been meaning to make a video for him to go over the upgrades or just a little review of this bike, and it's KLX 2006 KLX250S. So I decided to come out and at least give him a little what I think. And then today he asked another question just a minute ago, as a matter of fact. He just asked, hey, if you got another Dualsport, what would you get? See, that's a real subjective question. It's really based on the rider, based on the user and stuff like that. It's tough to answer, but I'll answer it with the little caveat of this is based on my opinion. This is based on what I'm thinking and how I'm going through it, and I'll tell you how I got to where I got, or how I came up with my selection. You know, I still don't have anything definite in my head as to what I'd pick. I'm just not there. I've got a million different bikes in my head So I've got a million different bikes in my head as to what I'd pick. And I don't really know, to be honest. I'm still in the deciding phase. This bike I would eventually love to give to Lindsay. Yeah, I think she'd enjoy it. I think it's a nice, tame bike for her. I think it's dependable and it's pretty safe. So I'll go through and I'll show you a little bit about this bike, just so you understand. Just to give you, you kind of asked about it, so I'll go ahead and tell you about it. Deal? Deal. Alright, so this, oh shucks, turn off the key. That's my KLX 250S. It's a decent bike. A little 250, not much to it. It's a 2006. I got it used and it had been sitting for a long time, so that's pretty much it. You can go back and watch videos and see stories on it and all this other crap, but it's old. There's a big change in 2009 to these, and it's fuel injected, and there's a bunch of other differences. This guy's carbureted. It's okay. It was cheap. I'll tell you that in the 250 class, this guy's probably the least powerful of them all. I think he puts out, like, from the factory 18 horsepower or some crud like that. Not that great big, not that very powerful, but it's less expensive than most of them. I think the 250L might have a little bit more power on him, maybe a little bit better of a ride. I do like power. I do like to feel decent. I think the WR has the most out of them all. I think he has a buttload just to start out of the gate, right? So that's the KLX 250. Modifications. So got these little dingle door mirrors, ram mount holder, and most of this stuff's all on the introduction to the KLX 250. I mean, all the add-on options. I got a little MSR shift lever. Motornosity got one of those, so I watched one of his videos, and that seemed to be the shift lever for me, so I got that. What else? Got an FMF slip-on Q4. Yeah, it's quiet. It's nice. I did leave the spark arrestor in. I don't want it too loud. I mean, it's loud enough. It's comfy. It's nice. It's fun. Whatever. Performance. What did I do? I did a jet kit. So it's got a jet kit. I did an airbox modification, the KDX 200, I believe. There's a little snorkel that goes inside it. I think I included it. Well, it's on the parts list anyway. So that guy's been replaced. How do I like it? It should be a reliable bike. This will go to Lindsay. It's underpowered, and it's for a chick, to be honest. Oh fuck, I need to edit that out. Delete. Anyway, so it's a little underpowered. The 2009, I can't imagine it being much more, but would I get it again? Not for me, maybe for somebody else. It's a good starter bike, it's a good learning bike, it's very forgiving, and it'll probably last forever and 10 days beyond that. Is it fun? Yeah. Oh, I did a sprocket upgrade. Not upgrade, maybe a downgrade, I don't know what the hell you want to call it. The front sprocket I changed to 13-tooth sprocket. It is, from the factory it's 14-tooth, so it changed the gear ratio. You know, I did put a little 12-volt plug right there, whatever. Changes the ratio more than just changing the back sprocket, so it did give it a little bit of wheelie ability. It's kind of fun in that regard now. Not as fun as it could be, but it's pretty fun. What else? Hey, Mr. ShadowOps31, I do appreciate you asking the questions. Don't ever feel like you're a burden or troubling me or anything. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And hopefully I'm answering everything. If you have anything additional, you know, shoot at me. So, the question today was, oh, I got a little trivia question. Which one of you nerdy people knows what the hell that is? Yeah, I'm a nerd, by the way. So, what is that? And I'm old, so I'm an old nerd. So, that being old, he's squeezy. Alright. So his question today was, what would I get if I got another Dualsport? That is an answer I can't even answer myself. I will run down the things and what I've been thinking and where my mind is, and because I haven't really decided yet. Number one, I'm not in a financial position to go buy another one right now. I will be soon enough, but I'm not. But when I do, what will I get? I do like shopping ahead of time and knowing what I want and kind of being experienced as to, you know, or have the knowledge. I don't just like to make quick purchases like I did on this. I did do a quick purchase on this, by the way. It's not a big deal. I like it. It was super cheap, and it is fun. It'll be great for Lindsay. Again, it's forgiving enough. So oh man. So I need to give you my thought process as to why I select things that I select, or let me tell you where I am. So I want power. I really do. I'm used to it. I'm used to riding big beefy bikes. I had a dirt bike, CRF 450, GSXR 1000, things like that. I like to go fast, and I like to be an idiot sometimes. But you know, you can control the speed. You can slow it down as much as you want by releasing the throttle. So that's not really a big concern for me. You know, oh gosh, that's too fast. Too fast is what? Too fast your throttle? Your hand is moving too far? What do you mean? So I don't really get that. I've never been down these roads. I'm just kind of dorking around right now. So power, that's one of them. And I'm in my position, so I'm 43. I'm still a 12-year-old at heart, to be honest. So I'm 43. I don't really want to work on things as much. I've got a child. I've got a smoking girlfriend. So I like to hang out with those girls, to be honest. I like riding. Oh, hey cows, moo! I like riding. I love having fun. Oh, look at that sumbitch run. God damn, I didn't know y'all run. So, I like riding. I don't like fixing anymore. I don't like working on anymore. I've done that. I've done all those things, and I'm pretty finished with it. I don't want to, you know? I just want to have fun. I want to fuck around. I don't... Oh, look how beautiful the... Oh, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, look at that. That's just nice. The sun coming up out of the clouds. Beautiful. Man, appreciate nature, buddy. Anyway, so I don't want to work on shit anymore. I have no interest in that. I just want to have fun. I want to be a hooligan. I don't want to have to upgrade a bike too much. So if that makes sense. I don't want to have to do too much work on it. So this one, out of the gate, comes pretty wimpy and lethargic, right? So even with the upgrades, I'm sorry, it's still kind of wimpy. It's nice to go backwood riding or goofing off, but to get a real dual sport machine where, okay, my interest is I want to be able to go be a heathen, enjoy myself in the dirt, and then I want to be able to get on the road and take off and go somewhere if I need to. This bike I don't feel like I can. I lowered the sprocket and I took a ride yesterday and I was in a 55-mile-an-hour zone, and man, this bad boy was screaming, and I just wanted off the fucking thing, to be honest. So there you go. I've had a DR650, and that guy, you know, he was more of a I can go anywhere type thing. And I had a DR350 for a while, and that guy would do okay everywhere too. But this guy, no. So anyway, so what are the choices out there today? You got the CRF 250L. You got the KLX250S or SM if you want the motard. I don't know. I'm a dual sport guy, so I'm going to just stick with those. You've got the WR250F, as in Frank, I believe. And then you have an array of KTMs. And you have Husabergs and Husqvarna and stuff like that. So, and I think Aprilia has one, but you're getting kind of a little bit out of my looking at range because I can't afford it. So, if you take those into consideration, and so this is my thought process, how I'm running. I'm trying to run down how I'm getting to where I think I'm going. So I want ass loads of power, and I don't want to spend too much. I don't want to work on it. I don't want to have to buy it and then upgrade it for 10 weeks or 10 months or work on it until I'm satisfied with it. I kind of just want to have a satisfying bike. Does that make sense? So I don't mind doing a little bit, but to constantly have to do everything I can to make it do what I want, no, I don't want to do that. So I want to be able to take jumps. I want to be able to go on the highway. So you take your pick. Do whatever, however you get there from here. So I guess I'm saying I want lightweight and powerful and out of the gate. So if you look at the KTMs and such, they come from the factory and they look really nice. And they work really nice, and they come with performance parts already on them. That's pretty friggin' awesome if you ask me. Oh, where the hell am I? Oh shit, I'm at the friggin' alright, I know where I am. So KTM. So I got stuck on a KTM for a while. I said I want the 500 EXC. Because that son of a bitch, oh, look at the sun. Oh, look at that. See, you can't appreciate it on this damn GoPro. I tell you what, buddies, that's really pretty. Oh, bless America, that's nice. Yeah, take it in. So anyway, the KTM, sorry I'm all over the place, but of course this is the way I think. The KTM was at the top of the list. He was powerful. Already came with WP suspension and this upgrade, that upgrade, and ran like a friggin' bat out of hell and was street legal, and you don't have to do anything. You throw it on the road and go. How awesome is that? I like that. Well, I started looking at it and thinking about it some more, and I'm getting you towards the end. I've already gone through every other motorcycle in my head and talked myself out of it and talked myself into it and talked myself out of it and done all that shit over and over and over. But so I've looked at the DRZ 400 and things like that, and I've talked myself in and out of that. I don't feel it has enough power. It's a little bit older technology. It's still carbureted. I'm kind of leaning towards a fuel injected engine, but I may not. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Oh. So the KTM's freaking expensive. Oh my gosh, they're expensive. They're beautiful bikes, and looking at the Husqvarna counterparts and everything else. So just to be fair, I'm looking at those too. So, why the hell does plumbing go up in the air? Oh, vents. So, I'm not hooliganing around too much because I got shorts on and I'm dressed like an idiot. So, the expense of the KTM is a pain. That's a big one. And reliability, it's probably okay, but let's say it has something wrong. KTM dealers are further between and fewer, so fewer and farther between. That's a big thing. That's really a big issue. So if I take the Austin area, for example, if I think about motorcycle dealers, I've got Napalm Motorsports that'll work on KTM pretty easy. There's a couple other little mom and pop shops that I'm sure would take it in and do shit with it. And then there's TJ Cycle, which they pissed me off, so I probably won't ever go there. So that's about it. So, and that's with any town. Austin's relatively decent sized and has a bunch of stuff. So chances are they got something here. So if I'm in a smaller town, like my hometown, which is really teeny-tiny, they're not going to have anything, any kind of parts, any kind of anything for that stupid thing in hillbilly town, right? So that's just not going to be available. Whoa, whoa, what was that? Oh, careful, don't do that in shorts, dumbass. Anyway, so that puts me back on Japanese bikes. You consider the reliability of a Japanese bike is usually up higher than most. I'm not going to say than anybody's or that it's the best or anything else, but that's just my thinking and that's where my thought process. Again, the disclaimer, this is all on me. So and I'm putting this video up raw, just pretty much as it is, so forgive me, please. I'm not editing shit. I got to put my kid to bed. She's in the bath right now with Lindsay watching her. So, anyway, so that puts me back to Japanese bikes. Looking at all the bikes, checking them all out, going with them all, I think I am going, even with my bullshit, I don't want to work on it or anything, I think I'm going to end up with either, and I'm going to name two, but I'm probably going to go with one, either a WR450F, as in Frank, so the dirt kind of dual sport bike, but not street legal, and then I'll make it street legal, because here in Texas, it's relatively easy to make them street legal. You chunk a headlight on it, and make sure you have mirrors, a horn, a couple other things. I mean, it's relatively simple to make a dirt bike streetable. So either one of those, or a Honda CRF 450X, as in X-ray. So that's my other option. I'm probably looking at the Honda. My past experience with Hondas, they're beasts, and you know, that thing was used in Baja, it's used everywhere, and it's just a reliable fucking beast. It is a reliable monster. The WR is just as nice. I mean, it's a beautiful machine. But those are my two. If I were looking at them, I'd go for one of those. Again, if you want it to go slower, you don't give as much of that. But if you want it to go fast and wheelie your ass off and pull some dumb shit like that other fellow with the WR450F up in Dallas, rat bastard, that guy, I'm kidding, Jake the Garden Snake, I'm just fucking with it. So if you want to be able to pull 50-mile-an-hour wheelies like that guy, or 80, whatever the hell he does, then obviously you're going to get something with a little bit more balls, and that would be more like the 450. So if you take a dirt equivalent of a standard dual sport and you're looking at it, the dirt bike's going to have tons more power. I mean, you're just going to be able to rip with those things because they're not really meant for the street, so they don't really care about emissions. They don't strangle the intake as bad as the dirt bike, the streetable bikes, and that's just what I think. So I hope that helps. ShadowOps31, again, thank you very much for your question. I really appreciate it. That's really nice of you. I enjoy dialogue with anybody. So if anybody else has a question, feel free. If you like the video, you don't like it, either give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever. Yeah. Or subscribe. You know, take your pick, man. Go for it. Just pick something. Thank you very much. You have a great day. Thank you very much, YouTube. And I will talk to you later. Thanks. Peace.